the most popular programs that people use in real estate to manage their workflow, their deal flow, is Podio. Well, some of you guys might have been experiencing some problems with Podio. So the big question is, what's wrong with Podio? Well, it turns out that they have decided to make a change in their system, which is causing some problems for people who are using the free version of Podio. The purpose of this video is to show you what's going on and what you can do about it to get yourself back up and running as quickly as possible. So when you try to add a new record in your Podio system, you may be seeing this sign. You've reached the item limit for your plan. To continue adding items, upgrade your plan. Well, what's happened is they have changed their policy on their free pricing plan, which says that there is a limit on the number of items that you can have in your Podio workspace, and that limit is 500. If you've already got 500 items in your Podio workspace, it's not allowing you to add any new records, which means you could be kind of dead in the water on your mission critical system. But don't panic, there is a way out. Just on the timing of this, they're rolling it out throughout January, so it may not have affected you just yet, but it's going to if you are on the free version and if you are at or near 500 items in your account. So you want to be taking care of this as quickly as you can. Fortunately, it's not that difficult to deal with it. But you will have to upgrade. You're going to have to upgrade to only the most basic subscription, which is $9 a month, which shouldn't break the bank for anybody. And if you get that on an annual plan, it's only $7 a month. So not a whole lot. But you can't just go and upgrade. There's a few steps that you have to do in order to make this work properly. And I want to show you exactly how to do that and make it work. First, you need to understand that from Podio's perspective, there are two different kinds of users in your workspace. There are employees and there are external users. You only have to pay for employees. Your external users, you can have an unlimited number of external users. So the way they determine who is an employee is they associate a domain with your workspace. And anybody who has an email address with that domain in it is considered an employee, and everybody else is considered an external user. So if we're clever in the way we set this up, you will be the only employee and you'll only have to pay for one employee, and everybody else in your workspace will be considered an external user and you won't have to pay for them. So let's see how we do that. The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to Podio and request support or request of support that they associate your domain with your Podio workspace. So let's just say it's www.domain.com. Then you need to change the email that you use to log into your Podio account from whatever it is to something@domain.com. So for example, if right now the email address that you're using to log into Podio is a Gmail account or a Yahoo account, you have to change that to an email@yourdomain.com so that you will be considered the employee. Then everybody else can use Gmail or Yahoo or whatever they want. So long as it's not with your domain, they'll be considered an external user. Once you've changed the email that you're using to log into Podio, then you're going to upgrade your Podio workspace to the lowest subscription for one seat. All right, so let's get into Podio and let's see what this actually looks like. All right. So when you log into Podio, you may be seeing this now, this bar at the top that says, what's new? We are limiting Podio free version to 500 items. You need to upgrade. Don't just click on this upgrade button. There's two steps, like I said, you have to do first. So the first thing you should do is come over here. Maybe it just looks like a little shadow of a person, or maybe you've got associated an icon with it. I have. So just click on that and then go down to pricing and go to your workspace and make sure it's the workspace that you want to associate with the domain. Go continue to pricing. And then just come down here where it says unlimited external users and click on this little question mark. and it'll bring this pop-up back that says only pay for your employees, everyone else is free. Need to add a domain? Contact support. So click that button and put your email address in, and then put your subject line, which is associate domain with my workspace. And then the way you want to, what you want to write into the description, don't worry about these suggested articles because we need to tell them what you want to do. Now you need to be specific here, especially if you've got multiple workspaces in Podio. You need to make sure that they're associating the domain with the correct workspace. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So say, please associate my domain, www.domain.com, whatever yours is, with the following Podio workspace. And then put it and just say it's my domain master in organization, which would probably just be my domain. And now they know exactly which workspace they're supposed to associate with the domain. General questions, fine. Don't worry about screenshots. Just go ahead and submit at that point, and they will do it. And they will let you know, usually within the day, that they've done it. And now your domain will be associated with that particular workspace. Okay, so let's go back. Of course, I'm not going to submit that. So what you see here in blue, LandSpeed test, that is your organization. Down here are your workspaces. So it'll say something like LandSpeed test, and then I might have another one down here that says LandSpeed. In fact, let's just create a workspace so I can do that. So we'll say LandSpeed test master. And if I go, oops, I don't need to worry about that right now. So now I see my organization is LandSpeed test, and my workspace is LandSpeed test master. And that's the information we want to give them so they associate your domain with the correct workspace and organization. After you've done that, now go back again and click on this My Account tab and click where it says My Profile. And then you'll see this green button that says Edit Profile. So you're going to edit your profile. And over here at email, you want to change this email address to an email address that uses the domain. So maybe it's your name at domain.com. And then the way the Podio system works, it will associate your email with the domain, which means you are now an employee. Anybody else will be an external user. So now that we've done that, we're ready to finally upgrade. And the way I recommend you do that is, again, go find your organization. So here's your organization, right? LandSpeed test. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the little wrench right here, and I'm going to click on the upgrade, which will bring you back to this pricing table. And you want to select basic, the $9 per month, click upgrade, enter your information. Now this is just already set up because there's only one person in your organization, which is you. So it's saying $9. As you go through proceed to payment, it will give you an option to do this on an annual basis where it'll end up being $7 a month. If you have multiple people in your workspace, they'll all show up here, and it might even say like 4 times 9. There, you'll see a table in here, and it'll allow you to select the number of seats. The seats is equal to the employees. Well, you only want 1. And the way they do that little table, it often looks like, do you want 5 seats, 10 seats, 15 seats? And then it'll say, or custom. It doesn't actually give you an option for 1 seat. So click custom, and then put the number 1 in there for 1 seat, and hit enter. And make sure that on this table over here on the right, that it shows 1 times $9 per month to make it $9, so that you're only paying for 1 seat. And then go through the payment process. And once you upgrade, immediately it'll open up and you'll have the ability to create unlimited records again, and everything will work the way it always has. So the only real change is that you're going to have to pay that $9 per month or $7 per month if you do it annually. And then everything will go back as it was, and it'll work exactly the same. So Podio is still a great tool. They have changed the free pricing model a little bit. I wish the communication had been a little bit better on this, but hopefully this will help you get yourself up and running very, very quickly on your mission critical system. This is Howard Zonder with LandSpeed. Good luck.